All right, Michael Cohen is Donald Trump's lawyer, and he's got apparently a new tell-all book coming out. He's the guy who went to prison for the crimes that he and Trump committed together. Donald Trump and well, first he lied about a Trump Tower in Moscow that they were actually apparently negotiating with the Russians. And he says he did it on direction of Donald Trump. So he got a 3-year sentence. Donald Trump got nothing. Another thing that he did with Donald Trump was he paid off hush money to the mistresses. He got prison. Donald Trump got nothing. They are co-conspirators in that crime. All right, that's the usual Democratic incompetence, etc. But in the new book, Disloyal, he's apparently talking about a number of different things, including several criminal actions. But the one that's the most titillating, if you will, is he's referencing golden showers that they had in Vegas strip clubs. Now, he does not clarify who had the golden showers yet, which Vegas strip clubs, who it was, etc. Apparently, we're going to find out in the book. That's how they do it. They tease these books. Like my book, justicescomingbook.com. It's my, maybe it should be called mybookiscoming.com because it isn't finished yet. But anyway, see, I just teased it. It's amazing. It's going to tell the story of progressives and how we're going to take over the country. justicescomingbook.com. You could order already. Anyways, seriously though, look, I never quite believed the stories from the get-go, from the minute the Steele dossier came out and they were talking about the golden showers in Russia, right? Trump's a germaphobe, so I thought, it seems unlikely, right? But Michael Cohen, as he explains in the tease, is like, outside of his family, I don't know that anybody knows him better than I do. I was his lawyer, I was his fixer, and he's been very upfront and very honest about the crimes that he and Trump have done now. He turned evidence against him. Didn't help at all. Just sent him to prison. And for all the crooks that that lied for Donald Trump and didn't turn evidence against him, he just pardoned them like he did with Roger Stone. So truth, evil forever on the throne. Truth forever on the scaffold. I'm hoping that scaffold sways the future, as the saying goes. So, but if Michael Cohen is telling the truth, which is likely, about whatever the golden showers thing was in Vegas, maybe that thing in the Steele dossier was true too. Anyway, it's not that important. It's just interesting. But what is important is he says, oh yeah, tax fraud, for sure. I'm going to talk about in the book about how Trump clearly committed tax fraud. Look, if he's not president soon, knock on wood, don't jinx it, but that seems to be the direction that it's going. Well, he's open to all sorts of new charges. They can go back to the campaign finance charges that Michael Cohen partly went to prison for, the tax fraud that apparently Michael Cohen is going to explain how they did it. Remember, he was his lawyer. If you don't remember, back in the day when Trump first was running for office and became president, Michael Cohen would go on TV and be his top hatchet man. So he's going to, as my daughter says, spoil the beans on all the things that they did together that apparently were also criminal in nature. And I guess that's a good thing. If he wins the election, it'll be irrelevant. He'll steamroll everybody in his path. The Democrats will cower. Though he can commit 1,000 new crimes, let alone 1,000 old crimes. And I would be shocked if Pelosi and Schumer would stop quaking in their boots and actually do something about it. Or what they did was effective, right? Which almost never happens. By the way, Nikki Dearest Gogo, thank you for being a Young Turks member on YouTube. You could, and Kyle Collins as well. And yes, that's right. So Kyle is asking, does TYT Essentials have access to the main show and other shows? Look, guys, there's 3 layers, okay? At the $1.99 level, you support us, and I see the badges that you guys have, and you have some access to emojis. See, there's another one, Truth New Jersey '09, and I remember you from the other videos as well. And that's wonderful to support the show, and it makes a big difference. And I see you guys, and I appreciate you guys. Keisha Benson, there's another TYT member. At the $4.99 level, you get the post game, and that's the one where you get it first. You get a lot more stories right after the live show. At the $9.99 level, you get all of our programming anytime you want. Okay, and it's, if you're watching on YouTube, you just click the button down below. So easy. Beyond Confusion, member, love it. Thank you guys. The M. Soroy, Miss Roy, also a member. Yes, Kyle, at the $4.99 level, you have the main show and the post game. No question about that. Okay, and I love communicating with you guys this way. That's partly why I love doing the live videos outside of the main show that we have at 6 o'clock. Tomorrow, by the way, 5:30 p.m. Eastern, Alex Morse is going to be on the show. And Alex is the guy who got smeared, the Just Democrat in Massachusetts. And make sure you check out that interview. It's really compelling. His story about how it felt to get smeared in a lifetime. Trey, I saw you're a member. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. Okay, so back to Michael Cohen. He talks about tax fraud, and he said he's going to talk about other things they did wrong together and the criminality. Let's go. I mean, if it's going to have any effect at all, for God's sake, say it now before the election. Oh, thank you so much, Manic Jackson. I'm going to come back one more second. I just can't help but comment on that. I just started a rebellion pack, and Manic Jackson just said that it was the first ad that we had, Wake Up, was, really compelling. I really appreciate you saying that. You could see it and contribute if you want at helptherebellion.com. Today I announced on the show, speaking of Alex Morse, that's the first candidate that the Rebellion PAC is going to give money to. We're going to max out to Alex Morse because of those horrible homophobic attacks by establishment Democrats against them. We got to support our own. A lot of groups run when there's controversy. If they run away, the Rebellion PAC will run towards it. We're going to back progressives, and we're going to stick together no matter what. Now, back to Michael Cohen. And oh, by the way, here I just shout outs to all the folks using YouTube Super Chat too. America is a second world country. Wrote in on YouTube Super Chat. Bunker Boy may be a germaphobe, but he's dumb enough to think all urine is sterile. Also, YouTube won't allow us to send super chats with his real name. Oh, that's super interesting. I didn't know that. Anyway, I hear you. He's dumb enough for anything. And speaking of Bunker Boy. Adrian R., I love that you went to Between Me and Uger on our Twitch channel and they came back here. If you missed it, if you're a subscriber on Twitch too, you can get all of our shows on Twitch, including Between Me and Uger, which I just did with awesome comic Maz Jobrani. That's twitch.tv/TYT. But speaking of Bunker Boy, that hold for the next Rebellion PAC ad on that. We're going to start getting tougher and tougher. On Trump and on establishment Democrats. Slaughterama, thank you, brother, for being a Young Turks member. So, like John Bolton, he had his chance to testify when Trump was being impeached, and he didn't do it because he wanted to save it for his book. Oh, for Christ's sake, man. There's just no end to the depravity of these folks. So Michael Cohen, if you're saving it for your book, and I know he said some things about the tax fraud and other criminality during his hearings in Congress, but then hurry up, get the book out. I don't care about your book. I care about you have more information about what a criminal Trump is. People got to know before the election. After the election, it doesn't do us any good. Spit it out. Steve Nunn, thanks for being a member. And Design Designer LLC, thanks for using YouTube Super Chat. Appreciate it. Guys, I don't think the golden shower thing is going to move anyone. Even if Trump did it, and Michael Cohen's absolutely right about it, and it's outrageous, and it involves strippers. You think that the evangelicals are going to leave Trump? They're never going to leave Trump. It doesn't matter. he could go to the bathroom on their heads, and they won't leave him. Okay, let alone some stripper in Vegas. We've already been through this 1,000 times. That's not what's going to happen, and that's not going to move. Christine, thanks for being a member. Dame Black, thanks for being a member. That's not going to move his core voters. Nothing's going to move his core voters. In fact, Michael Cohen talks about how he was worried that they might try to kill him, and he said, I was worried that I was going to be the guy they shot on Fifth Avenue and got away with. And that famous saying that Trump had about how he could shoot people on Fifth Avenue and get away with it. I mean, if you're him, I don't think it's crazy to be concerned about that. He's like, look, I got literally hundreds of death threats on me and my family in every social media outlet and everything, on my phone, etc. I believe 100% believe. I'm positive that happened. And did some people seriously consider it? Probably. And and he kept, Trump kept calling him a rat. By the way, dummy Trump, when you're a criminal, you call people rats because they worked with law enforcement. That by definition means you're the criminal. You're so stupid. Oh my God. All right. Anyway, Zane, thanks for being a member. Just saw your comment. So the only thing that I think can move, so forget the Trump guys, the MAGA guys, you're never going to move them. I think the only thing that can, Adrian R., thanks for being a member. Carabos Roundtable Discussions, thank you for YouTube Super Chat. Thank you for giving the donation to tyt.com/go. And yes, sometimes it takes a little while to get the t-shirt that you get, the press-on t-shirt, after you give $127. I'm not the person who handles that, but thank you for doing that, and it will get to you. Somebody just said, oh, I just got it. It's amazing. Margaret, thanks for being a member. You guys, this is going by too fast. Keisha, again, thanks. There's so many of you out there. I'm missing some of your names, and I love you. Let me just finish up on this real quick. Oh, look at this. Mauricio Quillen just became a member. Love that. Tony, thanks for using YouTube Super Chat. Okay. Gary, there you go. Carrie Watkins. I meant to mention you as well. Rick Ellingson just became a member. And you were asking about my thought on Ben Shapiro's singing. We did a whole different video on that. So check that out. I think it's hilarious. The thing that might move some independents that still have not made up their minds is, I guess, if they become absolutely convinced that he's going to violate so many laws that he's going to be totally out of control if he wins re-election. That's certainly true. I hope that does motivate people, and I hope they do find out about it. So hurry up and come out with the book. And, if the Golden Showers thing is enough titillation for other people to check it out and then read about his criminality, okay, great. I'll take it. But for me, the personal stuff, I don't care at all. I know he's a bad guy, but to me, Golden Showers or not, that doesn't mean anything to me. That doesn't mean he's a bad guy. I couldn't care less about his personal life. Ray Turner, thanks for being a member. And guys, I mean, in his personal life, him being, oh, that's awesome. Thanks for saying that. Somebody just wrote in, I missed your name, saying that they love their hoodie that they got on from the press on. And if you give $1,000 at tyt.com/go, you don't get the shirt, you get the hoodie, or you get both. I forget. And check that out, guys. I love that hoodie too. I was just wearing it at Yosemite. So thanks for doing that. Thanks for contributing to us. You look, all of you guys, all you subscribers, everyone that uses YouTube Super Chat, tyt.com/go, hits the contribute button. Sheena R, thanks for being a member. All of you guys make this show possible. There are no fancy giant contributors. Christine, thank you. The Eternal Dreamers, thank you. There's no secret giant corporations backing this thing up. There's no right-wing billionaires like Prager. You is on here. Oh yeah, we get so many views. No, they buy most of those views, and the reason is they get about Jason Beard. Thank you for being a member. They get about $25 million a year from right-wing billionaires. They just we we get like $3, $5, $127. You guys are amazing. From you guys, Ali P, thanks for being a member. We get the $2, $5, $9 a month from you guys as members. That's it. That's what we got to make this show possible. There's no billionaire coming in giving $23 million a year. And they do that, of course, for propaganda reasons. And there's wonderful progressives in the country. Some of them are wealthy, but they just don't do that. That's just not a thing that they do. In a sense, I wish they did. So, but in a sense, Levi Kaufman, thanks for being a member. And oh, you got the old Bernie Punk T-shirt from back in 2016. I love that. I don't know if shoptyt.com still has it, but thank you. But Wild-Eyed Yeti, thanks for becoming a member, guys. In a sense, though, even though like it's tough to ask people for the donations for tyt.com/go, and it takes up showtime, etc. And you get taught that as an anchor, you're supposed to be above it all and stuff, which is never really true. But I love that we rely on you guys. I love that we got to deliver for you guys, and I love having that relationship with you guys. And everyone, Panhandles Messiah is a member, so we do this show together. So, and there's something absolutely wonderful about it. Okay, bottom line on this particular story, for God's sake, get the book out in case it's going to influence anyone. It's do or die now. I'm absolutely positive that Trump is, if he wins re-election, it is basically going to end democracy. He's threatening to end it now. He's saying, if I lose, I might not leave. If he wins again, it's good night, Irene. CC Vineyard, thanks for being a member. Let's get him out, and then we'll start the protest against Biden and Kamala Harris. That'll be fun for everybody. We're going to fight for progressives no matter what. No matter what. Okay. All right. Much love, guys. Have a great night. Thanks for the support. Thanks for watching. Lannis31, thank you. Feisty Fan, thank you. You guys are the best. Olmajan Kujabarov. Wow. Nazik Hook. Dwayne Threats. Love all you guys. Thanks for upgrading too, so you can get all the videos. Joe B, thanks for being a member. We'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? This is the awkward part where I try to end the video.